and a glimpse of the team as they arrive. A well-dressed and well-groomed group. The Houston Rockets making their way off the bus in anticipation of tonight's game. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado is our backdrop tonight. Welcome, basketball fans. It's Saturday afternoon, and you're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Denver Nuggets going up against the Houston Rockets. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. DA, take it away.
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook is fearless on the court and with his sense of fashion. Growing up around Los Angeles, he said, I felt like every day was the first day of school. That's how it was the minute I woke up. And guys, he's starting to release his own lines of clothing and accessories. I have a couple in my closet. Back to you.
Influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for Westbrook.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's McLemore at the 3. And for Denver, Grant down low with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Craig in at the 2-guard spot. Hey, Chris, tonight 2 teams with a lot of depth. What's the difference in mindset between coming off the bench versus starting the game?
Well, when you start the game, it's like you already know what minutes are planned. You can warm up with the expectation of getting right into the game. You know your assignment. You know the starters that are going to be in the game. When you come off the bench, it's different. You know, what's the rotation of the game? When do you get in? Does the coach have a feel to get you in earlier? Is the starter that you're replacing, is he hot and you have to wait an extra 2 minutes? And also, from time of warm-up to time of getting in the game is usually about 15 minutes of real time. And so can you stay loose on the bench and can you train your body to say, wait a minute, I know it's game time, but I need 7 more minutes and then it's my turn to play.
And Capella sends it back. And it's Westbrook missing. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. Here's Craig. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Shot clock at 5. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
A foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Morris passes to Jokic. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Capella kicks to Harden. Houston moving it around. Pass to Capella. 6 on the shot clock. Over Morris. Westbrook with the bucket.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Grant surveying the D. Passes it to Barton. Jokic trying to free himself up. That shot is off. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. Last time they met in Houston.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Well, that's just something to keep an eye on. I mean, when their reserves are operating at a high level, so tough to beat.
Now here's Westbrook. Last time 45 points for him. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Denver.
Tucker's very good at using his body and drawing contact. I mean, he's got the physical tools. He's not afraid to use them. Well, I love P.J. Tucker. He's a player that doesn't do a whole lot in the box score, but he passes the eye test. He plays defense. He's tough. He rebounds, and you know he'll hit that corner 3.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And Tucker, Chris, the type of player who will do all the small things for a team.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be anything more than he is with the stars on his team, and he knows that. Tucker's a great glue guy. He sets screens, guards anyone, rebounds, hits his shots.
Now, here's Jokic. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
Pass to McLemore. Another shot. Tucker can't get it to go.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy layup.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Morris passes to Jokic. Here's Craig. Morris outside. Martin surveying the floor. From deep. The Nuggets with another miss. Rockets leading by 4. Back to Harden. This one for 3. Good on the triple.
Oh, I love how Harden pulls once he gets the ball. If you play off him just a little bit, it'll cost you.
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Oh, boy, that was the kind of effort coaches love to see. So active, such energy at the defensive end.
Now here's McLemore, following the miss by Jokic. Westbrook dishes to Harden. Down low. The kick out to Westbrook. Now the pass to Harden. Capella trying to free himself up. Can't hit from in close.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Craig passes to Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now, here's Westbrook. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. And Westbrook throws it down.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Long season, Chris. Talk about the challenges of maintaining focus and concentration throughout these 82 regular season games.
I mean, the season just wears on you. First of all, physically, the travel, the games, the practice. So one, you have to get through it physically, so take care of your body. Second, mentally, just the fact that you go through every season from Christmas to the summertime. Can you just stay mentally prepared and engaged and remember what the big focus is, why all of you guys came together, the championship. So really, it's just a constant reminder that you have to do the little things every day. It's not about the big picture. It's day by day until we get to the end. And usually when you keep that narrow-minded type of focus, you'll get to the end of the season and say, wow, that was quick, that was fun.
Rivers, he's checked in for Houston.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to McLemore. Capella kicks to Harden. Shoots from the baseline. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
He's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Now here's Rivers. He's coming off a 16-point game against Minnesota. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at the Nuggets. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference. Of course, there's the Rockets, 2.5 games back.
Well, I think for Denver, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Yeah, they'll be there in the playoffs. I'm sure of that. It's just a matter of how high they'll be seated.
Harden, and then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 7. Barton outside. Here's Jokic. And again, Denver no good.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Pass to Tucker. And so Houston again turning it over.
All right, a moment here to check out stats for Harden. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. He's putting up 29 points a game, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Grant. Porter comes in for Will Barton. And it's Malik Beasley in for Torrey Craig. The Rockets also changing it up. Manuel House comes in for Ben McLemore. And Gordon subbed in for James Harden. Now here's Plumlee. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Gordon for 3, drills the three-pointer. And the Rockets lead by 10.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Here's Jokic. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
So for the Rockets, Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Clint Capella, and Thabo Sefolosha subbed in for P.J. Tucker.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah, every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
And it's sent back by Jokic. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Let's see some numbers here on Michael Porter. He's been a factor for them over the last month. 15th in field goal percentage. And he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado. And more often than not, he prevails.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
House dishes to Sefolosha. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Nuggets trail by 11. Morris passes to Porter. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Houston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Rivers kicks to House. Porter with the steal. Latrey. And Eric Gordon pulls it down. Rockets leading by 9. Back to Rivers. Out to the right wing. Here is House. Jokic defending. Here's Rivers. Second chance shot. Chandler's shot good. And the Rockets lead by 11.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Now here's Beasley. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Jokic has gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field, 50% so far. Pass to Chandler, to the paint, and the jam by Sefolosha.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Beasley with the bounce pass. Rivers against Morris. 6 to shoot. Porter looking it over. It's rebounded by Houston. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
In that kind of environment, every point matters. The bench was a huge reason why they won that one.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Not going to go that time. And it's Houston the other way. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Playing as a team so crucial. Let's see the NBA's best. Fourth, the Nuggets.
And you know, when your team has a lot of assists, it's testimony to the unselfishness, the patience, the ball movement, the player movement. They have shown all of that.
Now, here is Morris. He had 10 points in the win against New Orleans. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Rivers passes to Sefolosha. To the wing right side. To the middle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. Rockets have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Well, Mike D'Antoni, he's a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached had, only missing a title to cement his legacy.
Now here's Beasley. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Porter, no luck.
He's gone off the rails this quarter, and it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
Gordon for 3, up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And Gordon has always been a lethal perimeter shooter. When he gets a clean look, he doesn't hesitate pulling the trigger.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now, here's Jokic. 10 points for him. Plumlee, no luck. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Gordon goes in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Look, it's always awesome to see Gordon take it to the rim, adding more wrinkles to his offensive game. Sick.
Morris kicks to Jokic. Back to Morris. Connects from 3-point range. Morris has got 5 now. Now Gordon. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Houston Rockets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we'll be right back after this. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I always said it's even past my dreams. I mean, now I'm just living the moment, trying to work hard.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Russell Westbrook out there with Gordon. And it's Chandler. And it's Thabo Sefolosha. And it's House in at the small forward. Now here's Gordon. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible. Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Morris against Westbrook. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his third foul of the game. A different look for Denver. Jeremy Grant comes in for Mason Plumlee. And it's Torrey Craig in for Morris. And a switch here also for Houston. Harden's checked in. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for the Rockets. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. So for the Rockets, Clint Capella comes in for Chandler. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Eric Gordon. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Checking out the numbers for Jokic. Over the last month, he has been spectacular, averaging about 23 points per, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
Here's Harden. They get it back. Capella tipped away. Here's Porter. The rebound by Harden. Rockets leading by 14. Shoots it up. Releases from the wing and drills it. House has got 5.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Denver calls timeout. And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Denver making a switch here. Martin is checked in, and a switch here also for Houston. And McLemore, he's checked in for Danuel House. 4 on the shot clock. Beasley with a clean look. It's good from long range.
It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Harden the pass to Tucker. Back to Harden. Right wing. Now here's McLemore outside. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
He's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Harden.
Now here's Barton, guarded by McLemore. Beasley, the pass to Craig. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Houston. Capella kicks to Westbrook. Three-pointer, and Harden with the basket on the assist by Westbrook. 10 points for him.
The unique lefty stroke of Harden. He's become incredibly consistent from deep.
Westbrook against Beasley. There's the pass to Barton. Jokic with it. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Capella.
A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 3rd in rebounding. 4th in blocks, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage, really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And as you said, one of the league's top 3 rebounders. He has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off that rim. That's special. And the want-to corral it. A baseline J. Again, the Rockets score.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Beasley, the pass to Jokic. Barton outside. Kicks it out to Beasley. Westbrook with the steal. Here's Houston now. They're on a 13-3 run right now. Here's Capella. Here's Tucker. And he banks in the layup. Tucker's got 8.
Now there's the grit we've come to expect from Tucker. Getting into position for the rebound and getting some points out of it.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Now here's Barton. He's coming off a 13-point game against New Orleans. For the finish, and Harden with the stuff.
And when Harden gets to cooking, you gotta feed him. You gotta keep feeding him. He's an excellent rhythm scorer.
Barton right side. Here's Grant, and Capella sends it back. Here's Tucker, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Will Barton.
Quick fact for you guys. P.J. Tucker is the #1 sneakerhead in the NBA, and it's not even close. The man owns hundreds and hundreds of kicks. In the 2018 playoffs, P.J. wore 22 different pairs of shoes in 17 games.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. You know what, Chris? Speed at any position is so vital. Who are the fastest big guys in the game right now that you admire and just can't believe how they go baseline to baseline?
First one that comes to mind is Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a Greek freak, but he's a freak of nature in basketball. His speed, his length, his athletic ability. You love seeing him. And I say a close second, Anthony Davis. And don't forget about Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, a lot of guys that love running the floor and put that pressure on the defense every time by getting out.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. So it's Denver now. The Rockets making the shot. Here's Craig. 5 on the clock. To halt the run. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Harden. Finished off the break. Tucker's got 11 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Now here's Barton. He's tightly guarded. Here's Grant, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Back to Harden. From the arc. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's top scoring teams. In second, the Rockets.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Jokic. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And Harden is the last guy the D wants to see get loose on the break. I mean, so talented at finishing off of these opportunities.
Beasley outside. Grant outside. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Capella. And another miss by Denver.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The Rockets have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. That one is off.
And guys, you have to be able to knock down your free throws. Struggling with that this quarter. Good way to let your opponent back in the game.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Plumlee comes in for Jokic, and Morris subbed in for Beasley. Now, here is Morris. He has 5. Martin from outside. The Rockets pull it in. Capella's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And it's Westbrook, that time on the assist from Harden. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Passes to Barton, trying to end the drought. They get it again. Goes up again, and Capella sends it back. Now here's McLemore. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Here's Craig. Pass to Grant. Barton outside. And here's Morris for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Morris has got 8 points.
No, Kevin, that's a slip up by the D, and I'm sure they know it. I mean, the one guy you don't want to give an open 3 to.
Here's Westbrook. Hits the front of the rim and out. And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. The pass to Craig. Here's Barton over McLemore. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Nuggets have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game. And he knocks down the first one. While the NBA is entertainment, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. You don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest, to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely. Here's Barton following the score by Houston. In the corner, it's Morris. Fires for 3. Rockets with the rebound. Tucker's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Now here's Westbrook. 9 points in the game so far. And that's going to be a treble.
All right, a chance to look at some stats for Barton. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. He's getting around 16 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Rivers. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Chandler, and the dunk by Chandler.
Well, their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Well, Greg, their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
Morris kicks to Porter. Barton outside, back to Porter. Plumlee finds Porter, lets it go from 14. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Pass to House. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Back to Rivers. To the right side. Launches it. And that one's good. House has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Passes it to Porter. Inside, Plumlee. Chandler with the block.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Rockets on top, just dominating this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Mike Malone. Things got away from you guys in the first half. What happened out there?
Transition baskets, offensive rebounds, two of the areas that we knew coming into this game that we had to control. There's no sense of urgency right now. We're just shooting the ball. We're waiting to get back, and they're getting easy runouts.
A lot to clean up, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
As we've seen, the deceiving quickness of Harden makes him so difficult to guard. He can go from slow to fast in an instant. Can stop on a dime, or he can take you all the way to the rack.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game, Ernie. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they can forget about a comeback.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
Yeah, Greg, and that's somewhat of a surprise. I mean, but he's been really patient and unselfish.
Grant down low with Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Craig in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
Bounce pass from Westbrook. Capella dishes to Harden. Good on the baseline, Jay. Harden's got 20.
Wow, Kevin, I mean, we all marvel at the offensive game of Harden, don't we? I mean, he's excellent at taking advantage of these in-between spots on the floor.
Morris inside. He's covered by Westbrook. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
Morris kicks to Craig. Three-pointer on the way. And he's good on the three ball. Craig's got 5 now. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And with Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, and he's only going to keep getting better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
And Harden with the basket on the assist from Capella. Capella's got 4 assists in the game.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Back to Morris. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Westbrook kicks it to Tucker. Lets it go from deep. And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Jokic. Goes back up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game. You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
Westbrook passes to Harden. Back to Westbrook. The feed to Tucker. Over Grant. And it's Houston with another.
Even though he lacks some size, Tucker's strength makes up for it. He competes inside.
You know, Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
For Houston, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. That free throw good from Harden. Well, sometimes it just looks unfair with the way Harden can create space. And then, Chris, he'd get that shot up.
Come on, Kev, this is sick. His step-back jumper is a thing of beauty. I'm not talking about his almost travel double step back, just his regular one. I mean, he has so many tools to create space with his footwork, and he makes the most out of what you give him.
Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jokic with the bucket.
If there's ever a successful shot that still gets your coach mad at you, that's the one.
Houston's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Harden finds Capella. Back to Harden. Takes a 3. Denver grabs the miss.
It's only a matter of time until his three-point shot comes back to him. I mean, he knocked down 2 threes before halftime. Nothing so far here in the second.
Houston's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Capella against Jokic. And stolen by Barton. And the wide open shot from Morris. Another 3 for Denver.
I mean, I don't always like the 3 on the fast break, but the D was set up well inside.
Harden outside. And the pass to Capella. Back to Harden. Outside Westbrook. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 12 points for Russell Westbrook.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
And it's Jokic missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And it's Harden slamming it down.
Oh, and Harden is just ferocious with his dunk, just ramming it in the defense's face.
The Nuggets have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Morris passes to Jokic. He kicks to Barton. Tries from 10. Offensive rebound.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
It's Harden with the drive, and the layup is good. Harden's got 29.
Oh, and Harden is so quick to the cup, just exposing the weak defense with his speed.
Barton left side. Pass to Jokic. Here's Craig, guarded by Harden. Craig kicks to Barton. Grant dishes to Morris. Will it go? No good on that one. Good D by Westbrook. Houston's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. It's Barton on the wing, guarded by McLemore.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, they look like they just want it more right now. You gotta love the hustle. I mean, logs his first 3 of the second half after nailing 2 in the first. They don't want to let this fella get going.
And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. A different look for Denver. Porter's checked in for Jeremy Grant, and it's Malik Beasley in for Barton. And then for Houston, Daniel House has checked in for P.J. Tucker, and Eric Gordon subbed in for McLemore. Morris finds Beasley, and a wide-open look for Porter. Here's Jokic, and they convert it last on attempt number 3. Jokic has got 15. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Houston. And finished off by Westbrook.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Passes it to Craig. Pass to Jokic. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Harden against Beasley. Harden the pass to Gordon. Fires the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And 11 points for Eric Gordon.
And scoring comes naturally to Gordon. He's comfortable letting it fly from every area of the floor.
Craig kicks to Morris. Out to the right wing. Wide open look. Craig can't get it to go.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Unloads. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Jokic. And that time, also a missed shot.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Double team on Westbrook. The pass to House. Harden outside. Porter against Gordon. Just 4 to shoot. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Harden draws the double. From past the arc. And there's Eric Gordon on the assist by Harden. 16 points for Eric Gordon.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
To him, Greg, the basket looks as big as the ocean right now. I mean, that's how easy he's making it look.
To the inside. Here's Jokic. Lays it up and banks it in. Jokic has got 17.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Gordon trying to break loose, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. And the Nuggets making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for the Rockets. Cephalosha comes in for James Harden. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year we're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and to see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, you know, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same
so
stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together, our kids would play together, and we could win one? That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that, but I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. And those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. So the wing on the left. And he's going up for the alley-oop, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Chemistry at its best, an unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Sefolosha dishes to Gordon. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Gordon's got 18 points.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
Morris looking over the floor. Poke loose. Pass to Jokic. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Jokic has got 11 in the second half. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Rockets. In the corner, it's Gordon. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
Drills his third three of the half. I mean, that's 15 points from long range for him today.
And here is Morris. 11 points in the game. Chalk up 2 there. Morris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
From deep. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Denver making a switch here. Dozier's checked in, and a change for the Rockets. Rivers checked in. Denver's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Dozier passes to Beasley. Here's Dozier. He's guarded by Rivers. Inside, Plumlee lays it up off the glass. He's got 6.
Oh, you get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
Gordon kicks to Rivers. 3-pointer. Knocks down the 3 ball.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Rockets on top, opening up a huge gap. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Jokic with it, and so in the game for the Rockets. Rivers and Gordon make the backcourt. Hartenstein is out there with Chandler, and it's Sefolosha in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Dozier. Over to the left wing. A wide open shot from Hernan Gomez. Misses the 3. And for Houston, they're shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. Houston moving it around. Here's Plumlee, and it's blocked. Here's Gordon. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
The drive by Jokic.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Gordon outside. And it's Jokic with the rebound. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Dozier. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist in this one. Gordon deciding where to go with it. And he uses the glass on the layup. Hartenstein's got his first 2 points.
Oh, Gordon does more than shoot the ball well. He has great passing instincts.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. And finish off by Hernan Gomez.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Cephalosha the bounce pass. Here's Hartenstein. From down in the low post, it goes.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's good from Gordon on the assist by Chandler. Gordon's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
At the top of the key, Plumlee floats one up, and the layup is up and in.
He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had in the first half, and he started to settle in.
From deep. Here's Chandler. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, and it's inexcusable. They're all too common. Basketball one-on-one. When the shot goes up, put a body on someone.
Here's Dozier. The three-pointer off the mark. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. Good.
An effective combo guard. Rivers has a good sense for when to shoot and when to dish it.
And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. One negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union. Prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physicals.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. And so I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone. And if we have that, it'll be better for everyone.
Offensive rebound. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. The pass to Dozier. Back to Jokic. On the mark with the 15-footer. Jokic has got 15 points in just the second half.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Pass to Cephalosha. Now Rivers. The 3-ball. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight. He's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
Over to the wing. Hartenstein passes to Gordon. Rivers dishes to Gordon. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Well, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
Houston's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Chris, I read this the other day, the NBA announcing the development of the BAL, the Basketball African League. They feel there's a lot of untapped potential there. I would tend to agree.
I'm so excited. I already put my name in the hat to go out there and work with and help develop these kids. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, just think about this. You want to know what type of talent is out there? Let's just start with Akeem, then we go to Mutombo, Embiid, he's from Cameroon. How about Antetokounmpo, who has Nigerian parents? I mean, we can keep on going. How about Ibaka help find Siakam? Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
There's some talent out there, baby. And, yes, I'm excited for the BAL, the Basketball Africa League. Africa, stand up, baby.
Bull.
And really, few guys in the league are more unique than Bobo. Has length for days, but needs to add a tremendous amount of strength to guard his natural position.
Morris is checked in for Denver, and a change for the Rockets. McLemore's checked in for Gordon.
And like his father, Manute, Bowles' combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Shots good by McLemore. And talking about Bol, his dad, Manute Bol, was known for his defense. That is not the case for his son.
Well, they're two completely different types of players. Bol's game is about skill. He can handle, he can shoot. And for someone who's 7'2", he's a tremendous playmaker.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Yeah, it's getting to him, GA. I mean, the lack of communication, the lack of trust.
See, Webb, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
Houston moving the ball around. Passes to Clemens. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Nuggets.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last three ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
A nice shot by Dozier. The Rockets shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. Here's Hartenstein, and he can't bank that one in. Denver's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Pass to Morris. Here's the teardrop, and it's blocked. And it's Houston on the break. McLemore, the pass to Hartenstein. Kicks it to Frazier. And there's the pass to Clemens. And here is Cephalosha. He dishes it to Frazier. Clemens, covered by Morris. From deep, McLemore. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Bull. Here's Vanderbilt. And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, get the money, but what's your testing route? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see, and if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. See, we have excellent. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Houston. Here's Dozier. Feeds to Morris. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
The 3 from Cephalosha. And another 3 for Houston.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, yeah, Greg, you see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
From deep. That shot missing.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
To the right side. From deep, Hernan Gomez. But he stays with it.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
5 to shoot. Denver needs to get off his shot. They get it back. Passes it to Dozier. Pass to Vanderbilt. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Chandler outside. On the wing, Cephalosha. The pass to Frazier. Over Morris. A nice shot by Frazier.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
Pass to Morris. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Well, this one is winding down now. Houston can watch the clock run out. Here's Clemens. Drills it from outside.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Oh, Greg, that's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that's it.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. Looked like you guys really had a lot of confidence and really had a lot of flow offensively.
Yeah, we just tried to move the ball and make the game easy tonight. We did a great job of actually just guys getting shots, easy shots, and our defense really stepped up.
Yeah, great team performance all around, James. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.